My presentation is on a specific learning disability, dyslexia. In 2011, my sister Maggie was diagnosed with dyslexia. Before this time, when I started researching about it, I wanted to know more because I wanted to know what's going on with my sister, and I did not know hardly anything about it but a few details. So, according to Susan Barton, the simple definition of dyslexia is an inherited condition that is extremely difficult to read, write, and spell in your native language. For example, you might jumble letters in English, or your words might be really big. For example, this is what my sister used to write like before we knew she had dyslexia, so we can pass that around. There are 3 different types of dyslexia, and they include dysphonetic, dysetic, and dysphonetic. Dysphonetic dyslexia, or auditory dyslexia, includes some symptoms such as late learning to talk, difficulty following directions, and difficulty pronouncing words. Dysetic dyslexia, or visual dyslexia, includes some symptoms such as being easily distracted, needing to see concepts many times to learn, and reading very slowly. And here's another handout, and they're picture cards on how some kids learn their numbers, but they see them in picture form. Finally, dysphonetic dyslexia is a combination or has characteristics from both dysphonetic and dysetic. A personal connection to dyslexia that I have is my sister Maggie was diagnosed at age 7. She actually has all 3 types that I talked about: dysphonetic, dysetic, and dysphonetic. My sister having dyslexia has affected my family in many ways. For example, we have to take it slow giving her directions. We have to give her steps one at a time, and we have to be patient with her. If we're not patient with her, sometimes she gets really frustrated and just gets mad at herself because she thinks she can do it, and she wants to do it, but sometimes she just can't do it at that moment. This is the personal connection to dyslexia that I have. Also, when my sister was 8, a year ago my sister could not tie her shoes, but now she actually can. When she was 8 is the first time she was able to tie her shoes. And actually she's right-handed, but she ties her shoes left-handed, and that's the only way she can do it. So, there are many effects on families, but I'm just going to talk about a few of them. Some of the effects include providing extra help, teaching and training dyslexic kids in ways they would understand. For example, my mom actually taught my sister math by using Lego pieces, and she would say, go get me this many, or go get me this many, and make her count them. That way she can actually see them. Math talk. So there's more, having to think outside the box and how to think like them, because they don't think like us. Actually, people actually think their brains go slower than ours, but it's actually the opposite. Their brains are so fast and they're so smart that they're trying to slow down to our speed. And finding ways to show them things in picture form, and having to consider their emotions and self-esteem. Again, my sister would get really frustrated by tying her shoes because she wanted to do it so hard, but her brain couldn't slow down to that pace already. All of these effects hit parents, brothers, sisters, and all other family members pretty hard. If it was my family, it affected us in many ways. Some fun facts. I did not know that many famous people actually have dyslexia, and these are just the actors, comedians, and actresses that do. There's also baseball players, basketball players, wrestlers, scientists, and painters, all sorts of people. For example, Bill Cosby from The Cosby Show, he actually has dyslexia, which I did not know. Jim Carrey has dyslexia. Whoopi Goldberg from such a movie as Sister Act. Harrison Ford, the main character from Indiana Jones. Actor Will Smith. And Keira Knightley from Pirates of the Caribbean series. Some more people who have dyslexia are Bella Thorne from Disney Channel, which my little sister actually thinks is pretty cool because she watched Disney Channel and she never knew, so that's kind of a role model for her. Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible movies, and there's many more for that one. Actor Leonardo DiCaprio, which one thing that I thought was interesting is if anybody watched Shark Tank, Barb from Shark Tank, it has dyslexia, and she's $1 million company, and she's so smart, and you never think that someone that smart would have dyslexia. Patrick Dempsey from TV series Grey's Anatomy, and Robin Williams, the comedy actor from many, many movies such as Arby. These are all famous people who have dyslexia, and there's many more. Any questions?